It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Web3 on the streets trying to consume some bills for the eve so I can get some skills. Rolling in my ride, stacker bills. Blockchain warriors at the break of dawn. Adrian and Danny, legends being born. System breakers, we rewriting the code. Stacking up skills while we lighten your load. Those who hold tokens know just what it means. NFT visions, turning into dreams. Freedom ain't free, but we building the key. Web3 revolution, yeah, that's the decree. Chain breakers, setting you free. Masters of memes, building your legacy. Chain breakers, stack and believe. Digital soldiers, plant that seed, watch it breathe. Projects we build like castles in the sky. Interviews dropping, watch those metrics fly. Giveaways spinning, fortunes to claim. Supporting the stackers, that's the name of the game. This ain't no trend, it's a movement with soul. Freedom's the mission, taking back control. Generations rising, value over gold. Breaking the chains that the system has sold. Just hit the east side of the blockchain scene, where ballers stake tokens and builders convene. If knowledge is power and freedom's the goal, then stackers the key to unlocking your soul. Kings and queens rising, soldiers deploy, commanders and knights, the systems destroy. Mean militia armed with digital might, financial freedom, our God-given right. The brand hackers mission, clear in our sight, coaching the masses to win in this fight. When the dust settles and chains are all broke, we'll stand as the leaders who help the world woke. Chain breakers, no, setting you free. Masters of memes, building your legacy. Chain breakers, come on, stack and believe. Digital soldiers, the future we weave. And as I go deeper in the blockchain game, I think about all the holders who came to stack their skills and set their minds free. Hey, wait, yeah. Long neck, big drip, Gary on the chain. Spotlight shine when I step in the game. Solana running on the top of the block. NFT flex, they just screenshot and talk. No rug pull here, this giraffe built real. I'm not a meme, I'm a movement, I seal deals. They got monkeys, frogs, man, that's old news. I'm dripping with utility, they stuck on views. I'm giraffe-ish, not bullish. Price tag stupid, yeah, it's foolish. Climbing charts while they stuck in loops. Gary got that neck for truth. Tall vibes, I'm stretching skies. Verified flex while the floor price dies. From the Serengeti to Solana halls, I don't just moon, I ball. Gary got the stance like a Vogue pose freeze. I'm tall in the meta, got Web3 on his knees. Not pixelated, I'm stylized and rare. You meant to regret me, I'm billionaire heir. I got traits they dream of, swagger they steal. While they pump and dump, I just close big deals. No Discord drama, just Gary finesse. Other NFTs wish they had this flex. They mint 10K, I'm the one that hits. Holographic drip with utility blitz. Not a JPEG joke, I'm a VIP. They stuck in the JPEG past me, I'm Web3. Call me the neck, worth betting the farm. I don't go to the moon, I own the stars. This ain't hype, this legacy code. Gary gon' rewrite the blockchain road. I'm giraffe-ish, not bullish. Value rise steady, ain't no foolish. I'm not a trend, I'm a tidal wave. Solana crown, they just throw shade. Crypto king in a giraffe fit. Other NFTs just counterfeit. So when the floor sweeps, know who reigns. Gary the Great, changing the game. They chase memes, I build empires. Gary's name in digital choirs. So if you miss me, good luck, bruh. Next mint's double, and I don't budge. Right.
What is going on here? Good morning. What the heck is happening right now? Let's see. There we go. Good morning, guys. Happy freaking Friday. What's up, Danny?
Yo, what up?
How you doing, brother?
Working.
Working. Temporarily trading time for money.
Yep.
There it is. We got to do it at some time. What the heck is going on with my camera right now? Oh, that's why. I'm like, something's going on here. There we go. So much better. All right. Well, good morning, guys. If you're watching on X, if you're watching on YouTube, or you're watching on Facebook, hope you guys are having an amazing Friday morning. I have been up since super early. Woke up, my eyes I was like, oh, Mike, just get out of bed. And I immediately got out of bed, which I don't normally do. I usually lay there for 15, 20 minutes. Hopped out of bed, and I was like, I don't even know what time it is. There is a secret sauce to freaking turning your phone off before you go to bed. I'm telling you right now, if you turn your phone off, I don't know if you keep it next to you on your nightstand or whatever, but I turned my phone off. I've done this 3 times now in the last month. I never sleep better. I never wake up more rested. I'm like alert when I wake up. I'm not like, I'm like literally like ready to.
I have mine set to do not disturb at 11 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
So that way it just got my alarm, but it won't ring.
I've just noticed a difference when I actually fully shut this thing down. So maybe a little hack for you guys. If you're not worried about somebody calling you in the middle of the night and some sort of emergency call, I would encourage you to try turning your phone off. It's been freaking amazing for me. But welcome to the Chainbreakers show, where we don't.
What you all dressed up for today?
What's that?
What you all dressed up for today?
Oh
got
man,
got a collared shirt on.
I know. Look at me. All
got a meeting and stuff.
I'm talking to a bunch of dentists, but let me get to the intro and then we'll get to that. Thank you for asking. Welcome to the Chainbreaker show, where we don't play by their rules and we sure as hell don't ask for permission. This is the show for the rebels, the builders, and the warriors of Web3. Let's freaking go. We're tearing down the old systems, one skill, one project, and one blockchain at a time, and we're building a new economy that's powered by freedom, AI, NFTs, Stacker, Gary Coin, and we're going to bring you the real talk, the projects that are actually worth betting on, the people who are making freaking moves, and the plays that'll set you and your future free. Giveaways, yeah, you know we got them. Skills, we're stacking them. And chains, we're freaking breaking them. This is a new frontier, and we're the chain breakers. All right, so let's get into that. I'm actually all dressed up today, specifically because I was invited, and I posted this on my profile about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, to speak to a bunch of dentists. And there's a big webinar going on where they've got like 80 dentists who are registered to learn how to grow their business, grow their practice, more specifically. And so they brought me in to speak, kind of lead, and then I'm going to be closing them out. So I was there for the last hour, chiming in. It's funny how after doing this for 20 years, there's people who take a course or do a training or watch a YouTube video or go to a conference who then go out there and start their own marketing agency and start talking like they know what they're talking about. But then when you start to get into the weeds, you start to realize like this person doesn't actually know what they're talking about. Like you call yourself a general contractor because you put some windows in for a couple of years. You know, it's like that doesn't make you a general contractor.
That doesn't count?
That doesn't count. So in our industry and marketing, it's such a technical space that it's really easy to sniff out the people who know what they're talking about versus they don't. And a lot of people want to go back and speak about when it comes to marketing. The first thing everybody wants to go to is audience. And what I have found more often than not is it's actually not audience. It's your offer and that why. Gary talks about this a lot. It's about that why. And these guys kept wanting to talk about, well, who's the target audience for this product? And who's the target audience for this product? And who's the target? I'm like, first of all, we got to understand what the why is. What's the problem that you're solving? How are you solving it? And why do they even need to care? But 2, what's the budget that you have when you're doing marketing? And so these are the 3 things I should say in Web 2 that I've gotten really, really good at. And regardless of whatever AI tools you have, like it's only if you don't know those things and you don't have those things detailed out in your numbers down, it's only adding more information like an audience and attraction and all that stuff is just going to make it more complicated. And AI is only going to enhance and reveal more of the problems that you have. Similar to money, right? If you're a bad person, a greedy person, and you get a ton of money, it's only going to make you a greedier person and make you a worse person. And for the people who are not, who are the opposite, who are givers, who love to give to people who get money, they're going to give it away. They're going to use that money as a tool to help other people. So no choice of turning off. So it's great to see you guys here. There's a few people in the chat. I'll get into a little bit more of that, but we got Sleepy Squirrel in the house, OG Gamer Gangsta, my boy Gary, Bearded, Rizel Dan, Maui Nancy, love you Maui, Nisi. She's got a new PFP. Look at that beautiful PFP. I think crazy K right there. And let's see here. No choice of turning off. See, that's a bummer. I know what you're talking about. Me at Man, Charles, and Zeppelin. Good to see you. That's a cool name. Zeppelin. GM, everybody. So we're going to do a little bit different. I have to keep it a little bit shorter today than I normally do just because I have to get back to this conference. I have a whole hour that I'm going to be speaking, closing it out from 12 to 1 Pacific or Eastern time there. So I have a whole hour of talking about Brand Butler, talking about Skill Stacker, and everything that we're doing here in this community. So I'm consistently putting in the work. You guys see me putting a lot of work in here. I'm also putting a lot of work in the Web 2 world to bring people over. I had a guy that reached out to me that's been following me for years. I know who he is. He's actually local here in my community. He's moving to Alabama. And he reached out a few days ago on social media, and I didn't get back to him to my messages because when it comes to Facebook, I just don't really have the time or the interest for it anymore. I'm so deep into Web3, and I didn't respond to the message. And he booked a time with me anyway. And so I met with him. Look at Danny, you froze for a second. Your eye was like, you had one eye open, one eye closed.
Yeah, I don't, there's not a whole lot of Wi-Fi in here. I'm at a different place today.
So this guy messages me. He books a call with me. I get on with him yesterday. Really great guy. We even prayed together on the call, which was really neat. And he's telling me all about his business, and he's telling him all these people are telling me I should use Savage Connected, and I'm like, bro, Savage. I'm like, I'm gonna tell you straight how it is. Like, you know me, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, Savage Connected sucks. Just straight up is what it is. It's having the last name Savage is freaking awesome. But what you're doing, and he's got all these connections with influencers. What you're doing is influence. So why don't you call this thing Savage Influence instead? Because that's what a lot of these influencers, content creators, that these people are trying to do is they're really trying to build influence. What is connection going to do for you? Connection isn't going to pay your bills. It's part of the process, but it doesn't actually solve the problem. It's influence. Influence is the magnet that you want to bring back to you. So I've been speaking with people, and it's funny how as I've started to disconnect myself, and I know Gary's probably experienced this himself, as I've started to disconnect myself from Web 2, people are starting to follow me over. And in that conversation with him, he's like, yeah, so how do I get into your community and like start engaging with you? Like, because I want to learn from you and, do some coaching and things like that. And I'm like, well, you can get into my Skill Stacker. He's like, I own Skill Stacker. I'm like, what do you mean you own Skill Stacker? He's like, I have a bunch of Skill Stacker. I'm like, how much do you have? He's like, I got 1 million. And I'm like, what? You have 1 million Skill Stacker tokens? He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, so there are Web 2 people, right, that I've never even talked to that have been following me for years that own this coin. And that makes a lot of sense to me now when I was talking to somebody the other day of how we have over 600 holders now, because there have been a group of people that have come over and followed me into Skill Stacker and into the community, which is super cool. And so we're doing a lot of different things, if you guys don't know, within Skill Stacker for you guys to be able to make money. We have you show up in the Skill Stacker community and you contribute, you add value, you comment, you engage. And if you get in the top 3, you earn free Skill Stacker, anywhere between 100,000 coins, 10,000 coins, 1,000 coins, just for participating in the community. Then we have the meme militias, which you guys are very aware of. We'll jump into here in a minute. We have the meme militia NFTs, and those NFTs give you access to be able to get paid to meme and give you access to the meme tools that we're building. And so you can earn. I did a training. Rizel Dan was there. There's a few people that were in that training, and a lot of people that missed that training. But if Father's Day is on Day, there's my little guest. And so there's a Operation Creator Uprising, which we're going to be starting here in a few weeks, as far as kicking that thing off and officially starting to do meme raids. But out of all the people, no, don't ask me that right now. Please go out. She knows how to get what she wants. When she wants it, she can ask the right question. Can I watch a show? Not right now. Not freaking after you just open your eyes at 8:15 in the morning. But she knows how to get what she wants. So where I'm leading to with all this is there's Operation Creator Uprising. We only had like 5 people show up. Well, there's 615 holders here. We have 111, 112 meme militia holders. Where is everybody? Like, you guys want to make money. You're here to build your liquidity, to be able to buy more Stacker and buy more Gary coin and buy more giraffes. I'm giving you guys that opportunity. and only 4 or 5 people are taking it. You're not showing up. And so what I want to just express to you guys is I didn't want to show up this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning and speak to a bunch of freaking dentists. Like, that doesn't interest me. That doesn't help my Web3 business.
You could get a free root canal.
Get a free root canal. They're all like in the UK East Coast and stuff anyway. Like, that doesn't help me. But I show up anyway. And I'm finding already in this conversation this morning that there's huge opportunity, because I am in the Web2 world. I am in a league pretty much all on my own. There's the Dan Kennedys, the Russell Brunsons. There's kind of the big kings of the digital marketing industry, the Ryan Dices. And I'm kind of in my own category with those guys. And it made just kind of validated what I've done in Web2 and what I'm going to be bringing into Web3. You're not going to find very many people in Web3 that are like Gary and I. And as we continue to climb and build our influence and build our reputations and deliver on what we say we're going to deliver and give the way that we're giving, it's only just a matter of time before we become the top projects. And I said this about 5 months ago now. We're on the 19th will be our 6-month mark. But about 5 months ago, I said, bookmark this. Gary and I will be the top founders in the Web3 space. And I promise you, because we won't stop, but also too, because who we are in Web2 and what we know and what we understand about people and what we're learning about Web3. And Gary's way ahead of me, obviously. I've learned so much from him, but I kind of just wanted to start it off with just kind of sharing some context of, like, you just got to show up, man. Like, many of you guys here, you get props. Like, you show up every day to these streams. You listen to me rant. You listen to me rave about stuff. You listen to me talk about the news. You come here for the giveaways. You come here for Danny and his beautiful haircut, and his snacks. But at the end of the day, there's so much more opportunity here than just showing up for these live streams and getting to be on the giveaway wheel. If you're not participating, if you're not in the Skill Stacker community, you're not showing up there, you're not learning, you're not adding, you're not sharing value, you're not going to earn those rewards, and you're not going to get the opportunity to make money in Web3. And I know a lot of you guys, I've polled you guys in groups, a lot of you guys want to make money in Web3. And I know you guys are not making very much money in Web3. I know it. I can see the charts. I can see the holders. I can see what their P&Ls are. I can see how much Gary coin they're buying. Like, I'm paying attention to all you guys. Like, you guys may not know that, but I'm paying attention to who has my coin and what else they're buying and what they're doing and how long they're holding and how much they're making and what their P&Ls are. I'm paying attention. And you guys have a massive opportunity right now. If you were making an extra $5,000 doing Web3, you'd be able to buy another giraffe or two. You could buy 2.5 giraffes, basically. Maybe you could buy 2 giraffes and a MAGA, right? So you have an opportunity here to leverage the tools and the things that Gary and I and other people in this community are doing. Doug's talked about affiliate marketing. There's so many ways to make money in this space. And I know a lot of you guys are not taking advantage of that. So I just want to encourage you guys. I'm holding you in accountability for what you're capable of, what you're not what you're not capable of. So let's see here. We got Not Yet. What's going on? Danny's Chain Breaker Snack Shack. That's freaking hilarious. Bar's got the shed and Danny's got the snack shack. Are we getting
snacks on snacks on snacks?
That's right. Snacks on snacks on snacks. So with that being said, let's take a little look at the market. I'm not going to do the news today.
So I was going to say, I'm out of here in like 45 minutes to an hour.
There you go.
If you want me to spin everything offline so you can get back, I can do that.
Yeah, we might do that too. It is a Friday. What I do want to show is look at the market right now. It is dirty. It is ugly. It is vicious. It is brutal. Everything is down. I think that
what happens when you got war going on.
Yeah, when you got a war with Israel and Iran. I'm praying for both countries. I'm praying for the people there. This isn't like, is it Iraq or Iran? This is everybody suffering. Nobody wins. We're trading land. We're trading money. We're trading egos for human life, man. And this is a devastating thing to see and to watch. Sol right here, bam, down 9%. It looks like. Here, we're going to share this tab. Look at this huge tank. Anytime there's war, whether it's the stock market or the crypto market, everything starts to tank. We're down to 146.91 right now. So this is why a lot of things, 147, it just popped up to. So it looks like it's starting to recover a little bit. Even Skill Stacker, like if I come over to Stacker here, let me go back up to here. Because of all that, even we took a dive last night. Everything dived, and we had a few people that sold.
There's a couple like 1 and 2 sold sales.
Yeah, so like you have this guy here that sold. He held for 51 days and profited $44. Like, cool, man. I'm glad. I'm good to hear that. I'm glad you took some profits and took some gains. Good for you. Then you got You got this guy here. He held for 6 days and he took an 85-cent gain. Let's go down here a little bit more. Let's see. There was another one here. Here we go. Now I want to go to the bigger ones that came in. There was a 200K one here, held for 38 days and took a $10 gain. So I want to see people winning in Skill Stacker at the end of the day. Let me go back all the way up. I think I may have missed a couple of the big ones. There we go. 18K. There we go. 1 million here. This person, they held for 22 days, lost $5. You only lose when you sell, man. You only lose. I want to see people. Here's 3 million. Somebody sold. They lost $123 and they sold all of it. So they're out. Hopefully they'll be back. I know eventually they'll be back because they see that we're climbing. Even if we take a dip down to 50, we're never probably going to go back under 50 ever again. I really don't believe we will. But we're headed back to the 100K, 200K. We're going back that direction. We're moving that way. You can see the chart here. And every time we get these dips, we eat it right back up and we come right back to where we were. We got another dip. We're just going to keep eating it up and we're going to keep moving in the right direction. So I'm not tripping on this. 612 in volume in the last 24 hours. That's what I like to see there. That's some good activity, some good volume. And we still have 616 holders. So we didn't really lose any holders. We got to gain some new holders. So go out and share this with a friend today. Go out and tell people about what we're doing with Skill Stacker. If you want to make money in Web3, you want to be a content creator, you want to build influence, you want to learn how to become an AI consultant, you want to future-proof your income, there's literally not a better community on the planet right now, on the entire freaking planet, than Skill Stacker. There's nothing that's going to help you make more money with what's happening with AI and Web3 than Skill Stacker right now. That's a fact. That's not a hype. That's just a straight fact. There's no other program out there like this. Let's go over to Gary real quick. Let's see what's going on with Gary, the Gary fam. Let's see. We're at 33.7, so we're making a comeback there from that dip yesterday. This thing dipped all the way down to 32, just under 33 cents yesterday. Crazy, right? That's freaking crazy. This is a big opportunity for you guys to make these gains and go all the way, ride it back up. This is an opportunity. This is a buying opportunity right now. Like if you had got in last night and had a buy order in when this hit that, like you guys should have some buy orders in when it hits 32 cents, because this thing is going to be dollars. This is going to be a coin that will be worth dollars, not cents. So I know that with all certainty. I know. Oh, let me. She wants me. Thank you, baby. Look what I got last night. It was one of my birthday gifts from my wifey. And she gave me a Ninja Turtle wallet. I think they saw that yesterday. Oh, wait, you guys can't see it. Here we go.
Is it Donatello or Michelangelo?
It's got all 4 of them on there. But the wifey got me these. Super, super dope. The AirPod Pros. Can't wait to start using these when I'm in spaces. My ears.
Well, look, I just got these.
Ooh, what are those?
The Samsung Bud Pro 3.
I have those too. I like them, but I dropped one and one of them stopped working. So I'm like, now I got to go.
Well, I got a message from my old lady the other day. She said, "Hey, don't open any packages at the house." So when I got home, they were laying on the stove because she had opened the package and left them just sitting there. It was my Father's Day gift.
Oh,
and she forgot about it.
She forgot.
So I walked in. I was like, "You're bad at this. You're really bad."
That's funny, dude. That's super funny. Yeah, so I'm stoked, man. I used to have some regular iPhone, like the little headphones that were wired, and the way that they fit in your ear, the sound quality, like, those things are amazing. So I've wanted a pair of these for so long. Years I've wanted these. And my wife was so sweet and so kind. I asked her, I was like, this is what I really want, just to put this out there. Like, this is the kind of thing, this is a tool that I really need that will make my life so much freaking easier than having to, like, you know, hold my phone in my ear when you guys are talking in spaces and just all the nightmares that go on with that. So yeah, it was a great birthday. Had some fogo de chao. I freaking got the meat sweats, ate so much freaking meat. My wife made me the most amazing cupcakes last night from scratch, carrot cake cupcakes with a freaking handmade cream cheese, cinnamon, something frosting. It was like vanilla, cinnamon, and something else, cream cheese frosting. Was one of the best, not one of the best. It was the best cupcake I've ever had by far.
Where's mine?
Oh man, I'll send it to you in the mail. It may not taste very good when it gets there. It'll still taste good. But yeah, I had that, and then they have this creme brulee cheesecake where they take the cheesecake and they like put it in the sugar and then they torch the whole outside of it. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so freaking good. Still kind of, yeah. I want to cut. Maui says I want a cupcake. Yeah, my wife her love language is baking. So it was a great birthday. One of my best friends, David Alizawi, who's a DJ, came out. My boy Cameron came out. My buddy Anthony came out. My friend John East was there. I got my wife and daughter. My mother-in-law was there. It was just amazing time to hang out with everybody and celebrate and with some amazing food. If you guys haven't been to Fogo de Chao and you ever get the opportunity, you got to freaking go and get the churrasco, because the churrasco is the full experience on that shit. They have this candy bacon there that's spicy. Oh my God. I just want more of that candy bacon right now. So bad. But we'll get back to it. I digress. So Gary's doing good. I want you guys to understand that, know that, trust that. Gary ain't going nowhere. I ain't going anywhere. He's getting ready to release some good tech that's going to change everyone's lives that's a giraffe holder. If you haven't bought yourself a giraffe yet, this is a really great time to do that since the market's down. You will get it on sale. But man, really great buying opportunity right now for Gary. I want to jump over to Giraffe Tower real quick. Yesterday, he gave away a freaking stacker agent, and my boy Don, I don't know if you saw that, Don was one person away from winning that, dude. One person. I couldn't freaking believe it, dude. I was like, it scrolled onto his, and I was like, yeah. And then whatever the settings were that Gary had in there, it like started moving super slow still, and it went right past Don's and into the next one. And a stacker agent, which Gary Club Stacker, let's come in here real quick. You guys can see how valuable this was, that he just gave this away. He doesn't have to give this away. What the heck? I'm on my show. You talk to mommy about that. Let's see here. Gary Club. Why isn't it pulling? There you go. Stacker. Okay, here we go. So he gave one of these guys away, and then once the data loads, come on, computer, you'll see the floor price of this is $255,000 with an offer of 50 SOL. That's the top offer, is 50 SOL. He's had 548 in volume, $1.8 billion market cap, only one listed out of 50 with 36 owners. That's freaking beautiful right there. Whoever sells this guy for $37 million is going to make out like a freaking bandit. Crazy. But they kind of also would be fumbling the bag knowing what the stacker agent's going to do. These drafts here will get first access. And now Lunar Dolls, who's the winner, has one of these. Freaking dang it. I wish Don would have got it. But you know what? Shout out to the Lunar Dolls. Congrats to them.
Yeah, they bought like 10 or 12 giraffes.
Wow.
He put, was it 3 or 4 on the scratch off cards?
Well, if you look here on Gary's giraffes, the Giraffe Tower, we're at a floor price of 11. We're down 9.8%. Top offer of 8.4. All volume 33. 24-hour sales 3. All volume was 9K. $11 million market cap, so down a bit there. 110 listed out of 7606, which is not much, and 628 owners. So really good progress there. Sure, we're down a little bit right now, but everything is down right now. Don't miss this opportunity, because these giraffes will be worth 50 Solana when the stacker agent comes out. This will be a 50 Solana giraffe. So think about how much spread you have there, how much opportunity you have here to grab one when it's down. There's a 10% off sale going on these giraffes right now. Grab all of these. Don't grab this one, because I'm gonna buy it. But I'm gonna.
You're not gonna get it.
I gotta figure out a way.
You're not gonna get it.
There's mine right here. Just sitting here waiting for you guys to grab. I might have to do a trade with JJ, because he's got a cool one that's got a Tangerine Tango background. So let's go check out Me Militia. We got some sales for Me Militia even, which is great. So somebody.
What is that king there?
That was my wallet.
Okay.
Yeah,
there was a king on your screen.
There's my wallet. You can see here we're at a 0.491. We've been dropping. Somebody's dropped another freaking night here for only 0.4. What the heck, dude? I just noticed that. That must be a new listing. And then you got a bunch of these people. Somebody's trying to cash out and make some money. Actually, I want people to make money, but we got some work to do now to get back to our 2.8. I'm going to stay focused on this. This is the bare minimum where we should be for any meme militia. Bare minimum right now. It really needs to be more like in this range here. But I'd be happy to see this thing go back to our 2.8 that we had, because that we only have a collection of 555. There's a very small supply, and this is how you get into the Operation Creator Uprising that I was talking about. So 81.83 in volume, 35K market cap, 111 owners. We're holding strong there at 111, a lucky number. Once we break through that, I'm sure we'll get 5, 10, 15 people on there. We'll continue to climb. But overall, I'm super happy, super grateful. Whoever did, I forgot to send whoever bought these. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 people here that have bought in the last few days, I'm going to send you a bunch of 8 days here, looks like. We'll just do all the ones for June because it's the 12th. So all the ones for June, I'm going to make sure I go back to make sure I send you some skill stacker tokens. I forgot to do a couple of those, but I'll make sure I go through everybody. And if we get some more activity and we get these things bought up and we can get to our goal, if we hit 100 in volume this month, I will give away another queen. So there you go. If we get 100 in volume this month, I'll give away another queen. So with that being said, let's jump over to the Wegens, and then we're going to wrap it up for today. Let's see here. Wegens. Come on, Wegen fan. Magic Eden is so slow sometimes, dude. It's crazy. There we go. Let's see what's going on with our Wegen peeps. They're down a little bit too, 3.85%. 268 is their floor price. 11 sales in 24 hours. 786 in volume. 537 owners. Overall, really good. Let's see if there's any silvers that have popped up here for a deal. Nope. See, you're losing your opportunities, guys, to get a silver or a gold. They're starting to get more and more expensive. I don't see any here. There's a silver. So 3.3 is the cheapest you're going to be able to get a silver for. This is a great one. I like the color combination of this one. And then you need a gold. So you're going to look here what the cheapest gold you're going to be able to get. People know what's up. 0.321. So there's some golds here for you guys to grab. So basically for one soul, you can grab these 3 guys. And then probably for another soul, you could grab another 2 of the silvers, and you'd have your full collection of 5 that you need to get initially to get paid out for these. So want to show some love to our Wegen fam. And then with that being said, I'm going to go check the comments, and we will, since there wasn't very many spins or very many entries, I'm looking at your message from earlier, Danny. Let's see here. Why are you so small? Let me fix this. There we go. So let's see. Let me go back to Danny's message this morning that he sent me and see how many people we have here. Come back over here. Let's see here. Double chocolate zucchini cake. Interesting. Okay, let's see. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
the usual
12,
suspects.
13, 14. There's only 15 people we're going to spin for. So we will do that later. There's no spin today, unfortunately, guys. It's 8:33. I want to get back over to this dental conference. This is a big opportunity for me to get some more liquidity, for me to come in and continue to buy up more so I can give that back to you guys. Bearded says, love that bacon. You can have my one. I don't want my vegetables in my cake. That's so freaking funny. I'm coming over to get baked with the wifey. That's freaking hilarious. I love you, Maui. Man, let's see here. Looking handsome. That's funny. Thank you, friends. I appreciate you guys. Sorry, no spins. I'm not going to say there's no spins. There's spins today, but we're doing them offline because I need to get back over to this. So I just want to make sure this is clear. If you guys want to see yesterday was insane. Over 1 million that was won. Well over that. I gave away a crap ton. I watched my wallet just dip completely. I got to find a way to get more rewards in my wallet to put on the wheels. But I'll show you the wheel that we're going to be working with today. That's what we'll do, and then we'll close it out. There's the wheel we're working with today. Where are we at here? So this is what we'll be using. I got 5K, 10K, 10K, 1K, 10K, 25K, 1K, 1K, 25K. Got a VIP ticket up there, 10K, 25K. So we got a bunch of 25Ks, 10Ks, 5Ks on the wheel. This is what we're going to be spending today. If we can recover and we can eat up this dip, that'll give me more opportunities. If you guys go buy a bunch of meme militias, I take all the royalties that are made from meme militia and I buy more stacker to give away to you guys. You guys can see this in my transaction history. You can copy my transaction history, put it into Chat GPT and Stacker Agent GPT that Gary built yourself, and see for yourself. I ain't messing around. I ain't trying to profit off of this. I'm just trying to continue to pour this into you guys. But I need you guys to continue to show up. I'm showing up for you guys. I need you guys to continue to show up for us. So with that being said, thank you guys so much. We'll spin for you here a little bit later. God bless every single one of you guys. We appreciate your support. Have an amazing weekend. We'll be back on Monday. And if you guys need anything, give me a holler, give Danny a holler. I buy a lot daily. I really do. You guys can track that wallet for MAX. I do really buy a lot, and it's because I believe. So I appreciate you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon. And of course, bye, Danny.
Bye, Danny.
Say bye, Danny.